Hello again from Metro Manila, the Philippines, Southeastern Asia. I'm going to briefly address this topic which keeps popping up again and again because one powerful country's current head of state and head of government, I will not name him, you who watch this video possibly later will know who I'm talking about, pretends always to be right, or even if he's wrong, it doesn't seem to matter to him, at least as far as his public behavior is concerned. And if one or more journalists in the media criticize him, whether on the internet, on the television, on the radio, in the newspapers, magazines, he blames the fake news. Even if he clearly has done something wrong, something for which he should at least apologize, it's always someone else's fault, whether an opposing political party's fault, whether the fault of one or more political or other opponents or enemies, or the fault of the so-called fake news. So the point is, in this brief video, can you always, or can we always, blame the fake news? No. No, you can't. No, I can't. No, we can't. If we have done something that we clearly know is wrong, and it is reported as such by one or more news media, then should we not accept the fact that they are doing their duty, that they are acting as watchdogs for people in powerful places and even, well, private citizens, like myself? So it would be humble to admit that we have done wrong, to apologize for it, and to try to do better, rather than blaming the fake news, because not all news are fake, even now in 2018, or more generally, even now in the 21st century. Some news are still accurate. And some journalists do try to always accurately and objectively and neutrally report what has happened. Yes, it is true that there are too many journalists who add their personal interpretations and then give biased interpretations based on whether they feel sympathetic or antipathetic. In other words, whether they have positive or negative feelings towards the person or persons they are talking about, or the event or events they are talking about. But there always are those journalists who try to strive for objectivity and truth, and we should be thankful for them. And we should not lump all journalists together as representatives of the so-called fake news, because not all of them fit into that negative category. So the point of this brief video is evaluate the news critically. Do not believe everything you see, read, or hear, but try to check multiple news sources. And even after that careful search you conclude that this event, this news item is actually right, then you can assume that it is not a part of the fake news. At least it's not a part of the intentionally fake news, gossip journalism, and so forth.